apparently Secretary Rubio has literally just officially announced that USAID has ceased all operations. What are your thoughts on that?
That is wild. We saw both President Obama and former President Bush yesterday say in a statement that this was an atrocity, or that this was a travesty. Sorry, that was the word. They said it was abysmal. This could lead to lower estimates of 3 million deaths over the next decade. Upper estimates were 14 million extra deaths over the next decade. 14 million extra deaths. And that in turn goes to the US doorstep. Here's the thing about USAID that I always say, and it's like, it's hard to explain sometimes, but when you're driving past the gas pump every day, that's like a visible indicator of how things are going to most people. Okay, gas prices are up and down, but USAID isn't as much of a visible indicator, meaning just because it's thousands of miles away, people think it doesn't really affect me, but it does. These diseases that it would prevent end up at your doorstep years later. So even though you don't see like the immediate return on USAID, like, you know, gas prices going up or down, there is a return long term. Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're just at the beginning here. You know, Trump's been in office for about 5 months or so, and the future does not look too bright. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this big, beautiful bill, that at least that's what they call it. And then J.D. Vance today had to have the deciding vote. What do you make of these MAGA Republicans, Adam? You know well that 13, 14 million people could lose their health coverage, their Medicaid coverage. Yet Republicans keep blatantly lying what's in this bill, and it's in there. I mean, Mike Johnson lying about it, Donald Trump lying about it, a plethora of MAGA Republicans lying about it. What do you make of that?
It's pretty impressive how they're brazenly trying to pull the wool over the eyes of the American people. And it could backfire in the midterms if they pass it, when it seems like they pass it, and people begin to feel the effects. Because beyond the massive debt increase, which again is kind of like one of those things like USAID, where we don't feel it right now in the immediate term. I won't feel it driving to like work or school or whatever. But what people will feel is the massive slashing of Medicaid, the massive redistribution of wealth. There's massive cuts to green energy that will cause 830,000 jobs to be cut. Unions came out against that. We have, again, redistribution of wealth, likes of which we've never seen. Even changes to election integrity coupled with changes to housing and urban development, it all creates a pretty terrifying, terrible bill. And I think that Republicans are going to face the consequences of that.